Chris, welcome to Lunch with Ledyard.
Oh, thanks for having me, Adam.
So you guys have 7 wins on the year, most since 2008. Just talk about the progress this year with your team.
Oh, the big progress with our team is just redefining who we are, what we want to do on the field, and just getting these guys to buy into it. And so the big focus for us this year is we told the guys that we want to win the ball in dangerous areas. We feel that we got guys that can go forward, that can get goals. We've proven that this year. We still got to knock a couple more in there, but and so just getting the guys to believe that they're a dangerous team. And defensively, we know we're strong, but offensively, we got to get those guys hot and going forward.
Now, you've gone on a couple road trips this year. First year at ETBU, your first year as a head coach. What has been some of the road trips that you've this year that you've liked? Some of the memorable ones.
I mean, they're all different in the aspects. I mean, we do travel with the ladies team, and so they kind of hog the DVD player and get to pick the movie. So it's a lot of cartoons that get played on it. So that means the headphones go in quick for coaches because we've seen those probably 100 times. And me having 2 kids, I continue to watch them at home. But just getting to bond with the guys, getting to see them away from campus, getting to see them outside of school, getting to spend the whole day with them, doing our walks, doing our meals together, and kind of becoming more of a family. I mean, I have my family life at home that's separate, and that's still part of the program, but then having that family with these group of guys and spending that time with them and getting to know them and what their dreams are outside of soccer, what their goals are outside of soccer, but then also kind of saying, hey, what are we going to do this year? What are we going to do this week? What are we going to do in the game? And kind of getting them happy and ready for those. So you're sitting at 2-2 in the American Southwest Conference.
What does ETBU need to do to make the ASC tournament?
We got to finish. We got to have urgency. The big thing that we got to do is we know defensively we can defend and play with any team in our conference. Offensively, we have to have urgency. We have to get guys going forward, and we have to take our shots and take our chances. And so we've been kind of hesitant in the aspects of trying to find the perfect shot or the 1 in a million shot. And so we've got to take our chances, trust our guys crashing the goal. But we've got to play a 90-minute game, and that's the thing that we've been stressing to the guys the last couple of weeks. Is doesn't matter what happens the first half, doesn't matter what happens the second half. You got to be involved in the game all 90 minutes from the start of the game to the end of the game, because it's one mistake that can end the game for you, or it's one mistake on their side that we win the game. And so we have to be dialed in, take care of business, and then afterwards, then we can relax, then we can recover, then we get ready for the next game.
What's been the most impressive thing about your team this year?
These guys don't quit. I've tried to inspire them to do certain things, and when I do, when I raise the bar, when I raise the standard, these guys they continue to meet it. And so the work ethic these guys have, the heart that they have for each other, the passion that they have on the field every day, it doesn't matter what we ask, these guys will find a way to get there. And so sometimes it may take a little longer for us to get there on a coach's side, but from a player side, they're all in. And so they want success. They want to win. They want to be in the conference tournament. They want the program to be successful, and that goes all the way from the freshmen all the way up to the seniors. And so, for these guys just to continue to work and to give me everything they got every day. Now I need to get that in the classroom too, because they're giving me everything on the field, but we need to get that side on the aspects taken care of also.
Now, I've seen on your Twitter site for @ETBU_soccer, you guys do some walk across campus stretch outs game day. Do you do that home and away, or is that just a home thing?
We do it. I mean, right now with our conference, we're playing Friday and Saturday, or even if we're playing a Thursday and Saturday. Once these guys play a late game the night before, 7:30, they're getting to bed probably 12 or 1, let's be realistic, if not later than that. And so, because they're getting a late dinner at IHOP or Waffle House or pizza in the locker room. And so, and then these guys would sleep till noon the next day. And so, and then trying to play another game that next day,
right.
They're not going to be ready. They're not going to be woken up. And so we get up in the morning, we stretch out, we get the body flowing, we get the blood flowing, we make sure we get everything loose, and then that we get a meal in them. Because the worst thing these guys can do is sleep all day, try to eat before the game, and then not have the energy. So we want to make sure, one, that they're awake, they're alert, they're starting to think about what's at hand, getting some food in them to fuel their body for that night, and then just getting them ready for the next game. And so it helps us keep them accountable to not sleeping all day. I got a couple guys that will sleep for a couple days in a row if they would let them.
Well, I think when we were all in college, we could all sleep for a while.
Oh, yeah. I'd still do it. Except for the kids keep me awake now.
Lots of chocolate milk there?
Yes, the guys drink chocolate milk like it's water, so I've had to cut them down a little bit. I got a couple guys that just take a gallon here and there when I'm not looking, and so Coach Cox does a great job of keeping us fluid with that. And then we got Gatorade with the trainer. The trainers take care of us, so that way we're getting all of our vitamins in the guys and stuff like that.
So going out on the recruiting field here shortly, why would a high school player want to come play for you here at ETBU?
I think there's a couple things. One, that they know when they come here, they're going to get pushed. They're going to leave a better player, and they're going to leave. And my goal and my passion is to make great men. And it's not just on the field. It's not just in the classroom. I want them to leave this campus having enjoyed their time playing college, having enjoyed their victories and the success that's going to come with the field. But it's also knowing that what kind of man you're supposed to be in life, how to be a good father, how to be a good husband, how to be a great man. And that's my passion, and that's what we share a lot with the guys. I mean, in our Bible studies and our conversations, the way that we do our service, the way that my guys get to interact with my family and my kids, they get to see how that is. And in today's society, it's hard for men. I mean, there's so many temptations out there. There's so many struggles. There's so many things that are cause us to mess up, and how to stay right and live right. But on the soccer side, I mean, a guy is going to want to come here because he's going to know that we're going to compete. This team is going to work hard for 90 minutes. They're going to give everything that they got, and that we're a family. And that's a big thing that's on our locker room. It's on our walls. It's on our shirts and stuff like that, that we are a family. We care for each other, and we're going to support each other in all aspects of life. And they're going to be family for the 4 years they're here and the next 40 years after. And so that's kind of cool for it.
Tell us a little about your hashtag and your theme that you put out there.
Yeah, our theme this year is Our Gift, His Glory. Being at a Baptist university, we know that God has given these guys the greatest gift, and His Son coming down to pay the price for them. But He's also given these guys a gift to play the game of soccer, and it's a game that we love. It's a gift that they can go out every day. They can play battled, bruised, all that. But God's given them this gift to share with everybody else, and so we want to use that gift for His glory. And so we know selfishly as guys, as men, that we want to win, and we want to win at everything we do. If it's ping pong, if it's a soccer match, if it's a FIFA game, or whatever it is, we want to win. It's just the way that we're built. But we want to use our gift to glorify God, and our actions on the field, the way that we conduct ourselves, the way that we handle ourselves in practice, games, and on the road as we're visiting other people at the same time.
So I'm going to switch gears on you here. Cowboys or Texans?
Cowboys all the way.
Now, same question that I asked David. Does Romo get the starting job back when he comes back healthy?
Now, see, that's a tough question, because as a coach, your loyalty is to your guy that's kind of built the program and all that. But Dak does have the hot hand right now, and so I would kind of do it a combo situation. Get Romo. Romo needs some snaps, needs a good time in practice, and I'd probably start Dak, and I'd let Romo get some plays in there in the second half.
That's a smart coaching decision. That's why you're a coach, right?
Probably.
All right, Chris. Well, thanks for talking to us today on Lunch with Ledyard, and good luck this weekend. You got Howard Payne and Texas Dallas home. Well, before we go, briefly this weekend, tell us a little about Howard Payne and UTD before we let you go.
Howard Payne will be the second time we face them this season. So we came out with the victory the first time we played them with a 3-1. So playing a team a second time, always tough, and so we know it's going to be a battle. They've had some success going forward since we first played them, so we know that they're going to be dialed in for us. Playing Jason at UTD, they're a great program. They're at the top right now, one of the guys at the top of the program. They're very focused. They're very resilient. They work hard. They run a set standard. They stay within their schematics, and so it's going to be a tough game. It's going to be a tough weekend for us. Our guys, we killed them the last 2 days. We'll take it off, kind of relax the next 2 days, and getting ready for this weekend. So we know it's going to be tough.
So 7:30 Friday night and Saturday night out at Cornish Field, ETBU against Howard Payne and Texas Dallas. Coming out and watch the men's soccer team coached by Chris Crawford. Thanks again, Coach.
Thanks, appreciate it.